All right. Well, happy Sunday. Good morning, everybody. I'm Amber along with Ray, and I'm going to teach a class on pretty much full body integration today. As we're coming toward the end of summer, now is a wonderful time to really focus on your actual body, focus on grounding, staying connected to the earth, and listening to what it is that you need to continue to sustain and nourish yourself. I recommend a block if you have one. And turn on any music that you'd like to listen to while we practice. You're also welcome to just be in silence. Let's get started. Today's class will start out in a comfortable seat. If you'd like, Ray, you can turn a bit to actually face the camera for this part. And if you're somebody like Ray, where your knees are higher than your hips, you can take your block and sit on it. The block will be on the bony edges of the butt, the sits bones. And that will allow for your knees to lower a bit and for your hips to not pinch off any nerves and feet won't fall asleep. Find a comfortable spot for your hands. I welcome you to close the eyes or find a soft gaze. Begin to do a little inner reflection. Check in. Notice your breath. With each breath you take, I invite your body to start to settle toward the earth and relax. When you inhale, imagine the breath starts at the base of your seat and makes its way up to the crown of the head, lengthening you through the spine. And on your exhale, the breath will go down back toward the earth. Shift weight into the back of the body so you feel a little bit more reclined instead of leaning forward. On your next breath in, reach your arms up and over your head. Bring your palms together above you. And exhale your hands to your heart. Plug your thumbs into your heart. You bow your chin down towards your hands. And while you're here, set an intention for your practice. Noticing what it is that you may need to receive or you're ready to give. Place the knuckles of the thumbs to the space between the eyebrows, getting in touch with your third eye, where your inner visions take place. Moving from the heart up to the inner vision. On your next breath in, reach up, look up, and send your intention out into the universe. Exhale, let your arms float down by your sides. Let the right ear drop over to the right shoulder. On your exhale, anchor through your seat. Option to take the right hand and place it on the side of the head. No need to press. Allow gravity to take place here. Begin to open up along the side of the neck and shoulder. Breath is easy in the belly, anchored through the seat. Right hand comes to the right side of the face. Gently guide your head back up to neutral. Switch direction. The ear falls over to the opposite side. Opposite hand can come up. Place it on the side of the head. Connect with the breath. Breathe into your body. Left palm goes to the left side of the face. Gently guide your head back up to neutral. Draw your chin down towards your chest. Interlace your fingers. Place the hands behind the back of the neck. Allow your elbows to drape towards your face. Breathe into the back of your shoulder blades. Release your hands, bring your head back up to neutral. Gaze over your right shoulder. Switch direction, look over the left. And bring your head back to neutral. Reach your arms out like a T. On your inhale, take the palms back, lift the heart, untuck the tailbone. On your exhale, wrap your arms around you like you're giving yourself a great big hug, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, release the arms, reach them back, open up through the heart. Exhale, round in the back, wrap your arms around you. Again, inhale. And exhale. We'll do 2 more rounds. This time though, take the opposite arm underneath. If you're not sure what that is, that's okay. When you're done, lower the arms down, walk your hands out in front of you, forward fold. You can remove your block from underneath you if you have one. The block can move to the front, hands or the forearms can go on it as support. Time to really anchor down through that seat. Breathe into your hips. Sigh out your next exhale, make it audible. Walk your hands back up. We're going to switch our feet around. Place your opposite leg in front. Do another forward fold. Reach forward, hinging at the hips. You can use your block in any capacity that you'd like. Chin can fall toward the chest. Relax the arms and breathe into any spaces you feel tension. Sigh out your exhale. Come up to a tabletop. Now we are moving from grounding through our seat to grounding through our hands and our knees. Hips can sway side to side here, and just notice where you touch the mat. Begin to connect. Let your chin fall down towards your chest. Check in with your knees and feet. Make sure they're hip width apart. On your next breath in, untuck the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the chin, cow pose. Exhale, tailbone tucks under, chin to chest, reach your ribs up toward the sky. When your exhale is empty, inhale back to cow, roll through the spine, soft bend in the elbows. And exhale as you press your ribs up toward the ceiling. Start to flow with the breath. Your breath is your guide. You'll find ease in movement if you move with your breath. Stay connected to your grounding points and allow your body to stretch and move in any direction that serves you here. I invite you to close the eyes, engaging more inner awareness, feeling freedom in the body to do as you please. Take one more inhale and exhale. Then return back to neutral. Tuck the toes under. Let's stretch out the bottoms of the feet. Shift weight back into your heels. Let your hips sink back. Stretching out the bottoms of the feet and in between the toes. This might be enough for you. If you'd like to deepen it, walk your hands closer towards your knees. If you'd like to go full throttle with me, you'll place your hands on your thighs and come on up. Notice if your jaw is clenched and your tongue's pressed to the roof of the mouth. Relax. As you feel any sensation in the feet, return to the breath as you do. You're going to feel a fiery sensation in the body. I promise you this won't last for too much longer. Let your breath guide you through. Return to hands and knees, untuck the toes, slap the tops of your feet onto the floor. Let's do some balancing on hands and knees. Extend your right leg back. Notice the balance as you removed one body part from the ground. Stay here or extend the left arm forward. Anchor into the breath. Take one more inhale, lengthen through your heel and fingers. And on your exhale, gently lower your hands and knee back down to the earth. Switch sides, extend the left leg long. Stay as you are or counterbalance, right arm forward. One more deep breath in, lengthen long through the heel and fingers. Gently hand and knee lower to the ground on the exhale. Rock the hips side to side. Bring your big toes together. Take the knees wide, hips back toward the heels. Child's pose. Reach your arms long out in front of you. Forehead can come to the ground. If your forehead doesn't touch the mat, you can bring the forearms together. Forehead rests on the arms. Take one more big breath in. Sigh it all out. Begin to rock your forehead side to side. Massage out your eyebrow line. Stay as long as you'd like. When you're ready, rise up into your first downward facing dog. Back up to tabletop. External rotation of the arms. Tuck the toes under. Lift your hips up. You're an inverted V. Feet are hip width apart or further. Bend the knees. Let the heels recede toward the mat. Ears between the arms. This is a resting pose in your practice. A time to stretch out the lower body if need be, or to stay in stillness. To stretch out, bend one knee at a time. Pedal out the heels. You can always return back to tabletop if you need a moment to pause. On your next breath in, rise up to your toes, look forward, walk your feet to the head of the mat. Ragdoll pose, feet are hip width apart or further, bend the knees a lot, ribs rest on the thighs, upper body hangs over the hips. Notice your breath on your thighs as the belly rises and falls. Arms can hang or grab opposite elbows and make a box. Start to sway side to side. Shake your head yes and no, always ending with a yes. Your feet are keeping you stable and connected to the earth. Release the arms, walk your feet together. Bend your knees deeply, thighs parallel to the ground, hands on thighs. Press your hands into your thighs, come up to stand. Reach up, salute the sun, gratitude for another day on earth. Exhale your hands to your heart. Place your arms by your sides. Find your true north alignment. Your feet are going to be directly underneath your hip points. You can actually feel the points of the hips if you would like. Bend in the knees. Place your arms by your sides, palms face forward. Notice where the weight is dominantly in your feet. Is it in one foot more than the other? Are you pressing more into the outer edges or the inner edges? Or toward the balls of the feet or in the back of the heels? Find equal weight. Lift all 10 toes, place them evenly on the ground. Soften in the knees. Imagine that your thighs are magnets and draw the thighs toward each other. Your tailbone will naturally untuck. Lift up from the pelvic floor. It's like doing a Kegel or lifting up from the perineum. Knit the lower ribs in, broaden through the collarbones. Back of the head is in line with the tailbone. Remember to breathe. Shift weight into the balls of the feet, come forward. And then shift the weight back into the heels, lean back. Rock over to the right side, which is our, yeah. And then rock over to the left side. Go in a circular motion or front to back and side to side. Create a little sway in the body. Imagine there's a string on the crown of your head, lifting you up tall, holding your skeleton upright. Center of gravity is at the navel, keeping your body balanced and stable. And return to equal weight in both of the feet. On your in-breath, reach your arms up, look up. On the out-breath, bend in the knees, hinge forward, swan dive down, ground through your feet. Inhale, rise up to stand, one vertebrae at a time, head and shoulders lift last, reach up, salute the sun. Fold on your exhale, swan dive forward, pour out from the heart. One more time, roll yourself up to stand, feet stay rooted, reach up. Fold on your exhale, breath pours out completely. Hands on shins or thighs, halfway lift, lengthen. Hands placed on the mat, step back to your plank. Plank is a very challenging pose, so allow yourself to bring the knees to the mat to modify as you build core strength. Soft bend in the elbows, extend long from the heels out through the crown of your head. Feel the fire starting in the body. Breathe into it. Rock forward onto your toes. Slowly bring yourself down to the ground. Untuck the toes when you get there. Inhale, lift the right leg up, extend it long behind you. Exhale, lower that right leg down. Inhale, left leg lifts, reach it back. Exhale, the left leg down. Bring your hands to the outsides of the mat in line with your shoulders. Elbows stack over the wrists. Press your hands into the mat, lift your chest off the ground. Exhale, the right shoulder and ear down toward the earth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left shoulder and ear down. Move with your breath, rising on the in-breath, lowering on the out-breath. Lifting up from that pelvic floor. Lower ribs continue to knit in. Broaden through the collarbones. On your next inhale, return to center, and exhale, lower yourself down even. Place your hands by your lower ribs, child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch, hips sink back toward the heels. Deep breath in, side out. Come on up to a tabletop. Let's counterbalance again. Right leg back. Left arm forward.
Stay here and hold or flow with us. Inhale, lengthen through your heels and fingers and heel. Exhale, bring your knee and elbow in, round in the back. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, round. 2 more rounds on your own. Again, the breath guides you. After your next inhale, lengthen and hold. Stay here or bend the back knee. Reach back with your extended hand. Find your foot or ankle. Press your foot into your hand. On your next exhale, release your hands and knee down to the mat. Rock the hips side to side. Roll out the right wrist. Let's switch sides. Left leg back. Right arm forward. Stay and hold or flow. Breath in as you lengthen. Knee and elbow in as you exhale. Take 2 more rounds. Lengthen and hold when you're complete. Stay or bend the back knee. Reach back with your extended hand. Take a hold of the foot or ankle. Press the foot into your hand. 1 more breath in. Exhale, gently release your hands and knee down to the mat. Rock the hips side to side. Roll out your left wrist. Tuck the toes under. Downward facing dog. Rise up to your toes, look at your hands, walk or jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Rise up to stand, reach your arms up. Exhale your hands through heart center. Place your arms by your sides. Have your feet further than hip width apart. Begin to sway the arms side to side. You can hit the back of the kidneys with the hands here. You can take it a step further and make your way up to the lungs. Tapping is a Chinese practice. And slow yourself down. Bring awareness back to both of the feet. Lengthen tall from the crown of your head. Bend in your legs. On your inhale, reach your arms up toward the sky. Take the left arm under right. Option to make a box if you have tight shoulders. Bend the knees. Cross your left leg over the right. Toes can be on the ground for a kickstand, or your foot can be up by your calf. Keep breathing. Feel stable through your standing leg. Keep your arms bound, unhook your foot, step your foot back. Warrior 1, toe heel your front foot off to the side to give yourself more space and balance. Inhale, lift the elbows and the sternum. Exhale, bend the front knee, guide your back hip forward. Inhale, lift the elbows and heart. Exhale, let it go. 1 more time. Release your bind, sweep your arms up. Whew. Let the arms float down behind you. Clasp them together. Elbows draw in toward each other like tweezers. Humble warrior. Fold forward on your exhale, staying balanced with your breath and with your feet. Ribs go to the inside of the front thigh. Once you're done folding, let your head hang. Thumbs can stay at your sacrum or keep the hands clasped together and reach them up over your head. Press your feet into the mat, rise up, release your bind, reach your arms up toward the sky. Shift weight into your front foot. Warrior 3, lift the back foot off the mat, reach the arms forward. One more big breath in. Return yourself to stand. Nice job. Shake it out. It's hot in here. Turn the fan on. Okay. Let's, yes, switch sides. Shift weight into your left foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Right arm under left. Bend in the knees. Right leg over left. Again, option to make a box and gently hold the outsides of the shoulders. Hips are square and forward. Keep your arms bound, unhook your bound leg, step it back, warrior one. Toe heel your front foot off to the side. Equal weight in both of the feet. Inhale, lift the elbows and the sternum. Exhale, bend the front knee, guide your back hip forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ground. One more time. Release your bind, sweep the arms up. Arms float down behind you. Switch up the grip, opposite thumb on top. Fold forward. On your exhale, lead with your heart. Balance through your feet. Head can hang, thumbs stay at the sacrum, or extend your fist, your hands above the head. Ground down, rise up, release your bind, reach your arms up. Find a focal point, shift weight into your front foot, lift the back foot off the mat, warrior three. Lower your lifted foot down to next to your standing foot, shake it out. Woo! It's hot in here. Look over your right shoulder. Step your right foot back, warrior two. Back toes are going to point to the right side of the mat. Front heels in line with the arch of the front foot. Reach your arms out long like a T. Relax your shoulders, gaze over your front middle finger. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the arms together above you, both hands up. And exhale, bend the front knee, reach the arms out long like warrior two. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Two more rounds. Straighten your front leg, shift your hips back, lengthen forward, stack your shoulders, triangle pose. Lower hand can be on the block. Block is at the outside of the calf, or the hand rests on your leg. Breathe into your core. Engage your core, slowly rise back up. Turn your front foot to face the side of the mat. Toes are going to be slightly turned inward, hands on hips. Wide leg forward fold, bend your knees, hinge forward. Lower your hands down to the mat, or use a block to bring the ground to you. Just stay here and ground for a bit. Find a comfortable spot for your arms. You can walk them underneath you, turn the palms up to give your shoulders a stretch. Weight can shift around in the feet. If you're up for a headstand today, you can go up into your inversion. Walk your hands back up underneath you. Halfway lift, lengthen forward. Place your hands on your hips, slowly rise up. Turn your front foot to face the front of the mat. Step your back foot forward for a small warrior one pose. Feet are on railroad tracks or tightrope. Hands on the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently begin to pour forward. Bend in your front knee, drape over your front leg. Bring your hands, bless you, to the ground or a block. Bless you. Guide your left hip back and your right hip forward. This is a deep stretch in the back line of the left side of your body. Halfway lift, lengthen, hands on hips, slowly rise up. Sweep your arms up toward the sky. Twist to the left, make a T with your arms, palms face the left as well. Keep your eyes locked in on your focal point, or added challenge, look past your backhand. Inhale, untwist, reach your arms up. Exhale, step your back foot forward and arms by your sides. Shake it out. Look over your left shoulder, step your left foot back, warrior two. Back toes point to the left side of the mat. Bend your front knee, place it right over your ankle. You can see your big toe, if not more. Reach your wrists far apart. Crown of the head lifted tall. Imagine that string holding you up. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the front knee, reach the arms out. 3 more rounds. One more round. Keep your arms as they are, straighten the front leg, shift your hips back, reach forward with your fingers, stack the shoulders. Again, option to use your block at the outside of the calf. Engage your core, breathe fully here. If you notice that the body's shaking, you're working the muscles that hug the bones. Think of all the great stuff you're doing for your body today. Slowly rise back up. Turn your front foot to face the front of the mat. Choose a bind, hands come behind you. You can clasp them together, make a box, or do reverse namaste. Bend in the knees, toes slightly pigeon-toed, hinge forward, and fold. Relax your face, neck, and shoulders. Keep bending in the knees so you don't hyperextend. Halfway lift, release your bind, hands on hips, rise up. Turn your front foot forward, step the back foot in, not the whole way, but slightly forward. Pyramid pose, hands on hips. Fold on your exhale, lead with your heart, bend in your front knee, drape over your front leg. Hands find the earth or a block. If the hamstrings are tight, you'll bend even further in that front knee. Guide the right hip back and left hip forward. Half lift, lengthen, hands on hips, slowly rise. Inhale, the arms lift up. Exhale, twist to the right. Palms face the right as well. Option to look past your backhand. Inhale, return, sweep the arms up. Step your back foot forward, exhale your hands by your sides. We'll do 2 balancing poses. The first one will be tree pose. Shift weight into your left foot. Soft bend in your knee. Lift your right foot up to ankle, calf, or thigh. Toes can be used as a kickstand here. Place your hands at your heart. Press the hands together. Lift your ribs up from the hips. Keep connecting with the breath. If and when you're ready, arms can extend and branches can form. Guide your hands back to your heart. Release from your tree, shake out your standing limb. Switch sides, ground the right foot, lift the left. Let your eyes rest easy on your drishti, your focal point. Leg presses into foot, foot into leg, hands press together. Stay grounded through the breath in your standing foot. Extend your branches or keep your hands at heart. Now bring your hands back to your heart. Gaze at your middle fingers or close the eyes. And if you haven't done so already, release from your tree, shake it out. Take your left arm out to the side like you're holding on to a tray. Shift weight into your right foot. Bend your left knee, reach back, find the inside of the foot or ankle. Draw your left knee down toward the center line. Reach your right arm forward, press your foot into your hand. Dancer's pose. Heart stays lifted. Hips are square. Connect with your focal point and your breath. One more big breath in. Exhale, release, windmill the arms. Let's switch sides. Right hand out to the side. Shift weight into your left leg. Bend the right knee. Reach back for the inside of the foot or ankle. Guide your knee back toward the center line. Counterbalance with your left arm. Heart forward, press into your foot. Lead with the breath. Take one more big breath in, go big. And exhale, release, windmill the arms. Bring your feet underneath your hip points. Inhale, the arms lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your feet toward the edges of the mat. Gorilla pose, bend the knees deeply, walk your hands underneath your feet, full circle, hands to feet, connected fully with yourself. Relax the elbows, knees can bend a lot, hips sway side to side, shake the head yes and no. Wiggle the toes, massage your wrists. Feel gratitude for making your way on the mat today. Really? Release your hands, lower down into a yogi squat. Toes out to the side, bend the knees deeply. You can sit on your block here if you'd like. Elbows can be on the thighs or the knees. If a headstand's in your practice, your hands will come out in front of you. Bring your head to the mat. Shift weight forward, tripod headstand. Knees come to the backs of the arms. Tripod headstands can go as far as you'd like. Fullest expression of the pose, or hang out in your yogi squat.
When you're complete, make your way into a child's pose. Return back to the earth, full body grounded. Sigh out your exhale, let your body rest on the earth. Upper body decompresses the lower body. Come up to hands and knees. Sweep your legs to the head of the mat. Extend the legs long out in front of you. Remove the flesh that's underneath. Staff pose. Frame the legs with your hands. Inhale, lengthen your pelvis towards your toes. Exhale, hinge in the hips. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, hinge. One more big breath in. Fold and round. Breathe into your legs. Allow your upper body to be relaxed. Slowly rise on up. Lower down onto your back. Bring your block along if you have one. Once you come to your back, bend your knees, walk your feet up towards your hips. Knees and feet hip width apart. Longest fingers can brush the heels. If they can't, that's okay too. Press into your feet, lift your hips and pelvis up to the sky. Option for your block, take it, place it underneath your hips, just like a shoebox, and let your weight go into the block. Toes continue to point forward, thighs draw toward each other like magnets, shoulders underneath the back. Extend the tailbone toward the heels. Two more deep breaths. Lower down on your last exhale, tailbone touches the mat last. Walk your feet to the edges of the mat further than hip width apart. Knocked Nidasana, knees knocked together at the center. Cactus the arms. As you breathe in, feel the breath come up from the earth. As you breathe out, let anything that no longer serves you melt away into the ground. Walk your feet back together. Bring your knees into your chest. Place your hands on your shins. Rock side to side, massage out your back. Keep your head and shoulders relaxed on the ground. Just as you feel the turning point in summer, you can feel that the body is starting to cool down and relax from your solar practice. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Hold on to the back of your left thigh. Again, relax the head and shoulders. If you have a strap and you notice your shoulders and head are lifted, wrap the strap around your leg and hold on to that. Gently guide your knees in towards your body. Give your hips some love. That's not. Are you tapping your toes? Release your right ankle. Circle the sky with your knee. Cross your left ankle over the right knee. Hold on to the back of your right thigh. Each side is different, so adjust accordingly. Use a strap if you'd like. Relax the head and shoulders. Gently guide your knees in towards your chest. Use your breath for letting go and easing back into the body. Release your left ankle. Circle the sky with your knee. Lift both of your legs up to the ceiling. Waterfall pose. Let the legs drain. Option here to take a block. Place it underneath your hips, and the hips will go higher than the heart. Or you can go as Ray is, up into the shoulders for a shoulder stand. Headstands are also optional here as well if you'd like to. While you're here, roll out your ankles, bend your toes. Shoulder stands have the option to plow, legs slowly lower behind the head. This pose helps with swelling in the legs, lowers the heart rate and blood pressure. Puts you into a dreamlike state of mind. You get to be out of thought. Moving awareness to the heart, to the throat, third eye, and crown. When you're complete, remove the block, bring your back to the ground. Keep your legs lifted, bring your heels together, point your toes apart, first position in ballet. Arms by your sides, palms face down or hold on to the edges of the mat. As slowly as you can, lower your legs, extend through the heels. Draw your knees into your chest. Knees fall over to the left side. Look over your right shoulder for a twist. Hips can scoot closer toward the right side. Breathe with ease here. Switch direction, knees fall over to the opposite side. And look over your opposite shoulder. Return your knees back to center. Happy baby pose, knees into the armpits. Hold on to the outsides of your feet or hands at the insides of the thighs. Start to rock side to side, sending a vibration from your sacrum to your brain, soothing your entire nervous system. Take any last stretches or movements that you'd like and find a comfortable resting position for the remainder of practice. Legs straight, toes out to the side, feet hip width apart or further, or just as Ray is doing, Nakt Nidasana, that alleviates any lower back ache that you may still be experiencing. Allow your body to rest and digest. If thoughts come, acknowledge them and let them go. If they're important, they'll return. This is a time to feel connected with your physical body and held by the earth. Shavasana. Bring awareness back to your breath. Begin to slowly wake up your physical body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Drag your arms along the floor, reach them up over your head. Take a nice long body stretch. If your knees are bent, straighten the legs and get as long as you can from the heels through the fingers. Then bend your knees again if they were already. Place your feet on the mat and roll over to one side. And the next week, may you focus on finding joy and keep an open mind. The more you can view things from an optimistic and open point of view, the easier it is going to be to understand what you have come to learn. Give yourself some gratitude for showing up. Take your top hand, press it into the floor, rise up to a comfortable seat, palms on your lap facing up. Notice your sits bones on the ground and the crown of the head lifted tall with ease. On your next breath in, reach your arms up and over your head, palms together above you. Exhale your hands to your heart. Move the heart space energy up to the third eye. Bring the knuckles of the thumbs there. Take one more breath in. Exhale it out. The light and spirit within me honors and loves the light and spirit within you. Thank you for coming to practice. I bow and acknowledge you. Namaste. Thank you, Ray, for practicing with us today. We will have class next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. And if you're interested in learning more about Create Karma and the trainings that we offer, please check us out online at createkarma.com or on Facebook.